Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are tackling a topic that can feel, super complicated: pairing sake with food. If you've ever found yourself just staring at a sake menu, completely lost on what to choose for your meal, then you are in the right place. We're going to break it all down into a really simple framework that anyone can use. It's the big question, right? You've got this amazing world of sake on one side and an incredible meal on the other, and you're thinking, how do I connect these two? It can feel pretty intimidating, like there's some secret rule book that everyone else has read. But what if I told you the secret is there are no rules, and it's way simpler than you think? So, to really get to the heart of this, we've got to take a step back and ask a really basic question. What are we actually trying to do when we pair something? I mean, what does that word even mean in this context? Okay, so the JSA Sake Diploma International actually breaks down the reasons we drink with our meals into 7 different categories. And some of them are just practical, right? Like you're quenching your thirst with a cold beer, or you're cleansing your palate with a little sip of sake between 2 different pieces of sushi. And that's all fine. But true pairing, that's something more. So when you look at this list, you start to see that even though all these reasons are totally valid, they don't all get to the magic of what a great pairing is. Some are just functional. But the one we're after, that one's transformational. Right off the bat, we can just set a couple of these aside: quenching thirst and simply getting intoxicated. I mean, sure, they have their place, but they aren't about creating a true culinary experience. The real goal, the thing we're actually searching for, is something else entirely. Out of all of those reasons, there is one that stands way above the rest as the true North Star of a thoughtful pairing. And yep, it's number 7. And this just nails it, doesn't it? It's all about synergy. A great pairing isn't just putting two things you like next to each other. It's when the sake makes the food taste better and the food makes the sake taste better. It's that classic 1 plus 1 equals 3 situation. That is the goal. Okay, so now we know our goal is this awesome mutual enhancement. So we need to talk about the most important tool you have, and that's your mindset. Before we get into any techniques at all, you gotta get your head in the right space. And trust me, it might not be what you're expecting. Just let that sink in for a second. Pairing has no answer. This is maybe the most liberating idea in the entire world of food and drink. What it means is there is no secret codebook. There's no single correct answer you have to memorize. I mean, think about it. Textbook rules can be so rigid and, honestly, kind of boring. They don't account for your personal taste, and they often just repeat the same old stereotypes. The real fun, the real excitement, comes from using your own logic, from trusting your own gut, thinking creatively, and discovering what actually works for you. So if there are no answers, does that mean it's a total free-for-all? Well, not exactly. This freedom comes with just one little bit of responsibility. You just need to have a reason for your choice, a why. It doesn't have to be some complex scientific explanation. Just being able to say, I chose this sake because I think its acidity will cut through the richness of this dish, that's it. That's what turns a random guess into a thoughtful pairing. So we've got our goal, synergy, and our mindset, freedom with logic. Now it is time for the framework. And the best part is, we can boil down every great pairing decision into just 2 simple, really powerful concepts. And here they are: synchronize and supplement. Seriously, that's it. Every single successful pairing you will ever create is going to use one, or maybe both, of these ideas. So let's dig in and break down what they actually mean, starting with the first one. So our first concept is synchronize. And as the name kind of suggests, this is all about matching things up. It's the art of finding the common ground between what's in your glass and what's on your plate. Synchronization is all about finding and matching similar characteristics. You're asking yourself, are they both creamy? Are they both savory? Do they share a similar zesty note? You can match flavor, texture, aroma, even temperature. The whole goal here is to create a sense of harmony. Let's make this real with a couple of examples. Say you have a creamy, savory Yamahai Junmai sake. You could synchronize it with a rich Buri teriyaki. And why does that work? Well, because they both have that savory, slightly sweet profile that just clicks. They get each other. Or how about this? A Junmai Ginjo with some good acidity. That's going to beautifully match the acidity in a ponzu dipping sauce for sashimi. It's like pairing like with like. Okay, so that's synchronizing, pairing like with like. But what if you do the complete opposite? What if instead of matching, you try to complete the picture? Well, that brings us to our second core concept: Supplement. This is all about contrast and completion. Supplementing is when you use the sake to add something that the food is missing. Think about a really rich, oily dish. It might be delicious, but it could be missing a bright, acidic note to cut through all that fat. And that's where your sake comes in. You are literally using the drink to complete the flavor profile of the food. For instance, a crisp, dry junmai ginjo can add this amazing burst of freshness to simple whitefish sashimi, cutting right through its richness and cleansing your palate. Or, imagine a daiginjo that has a fruity, kind of greenish aroma. You pair that with a tangy pickled dish like namasu, the sake's aroma just enhances the whole dish, adding a brand new layer of complexity. In both cases, you're filling in the gaps. So whether you're synchronizing or supplementing, whether you're matching or contrasting, it all comes back to this one simple goal we started with. The entire point of this framework is to help you enjoy your food and your sake even more. It's not about rules, it's all about enjoyment. So now you have the mindset and you have the tools. You know to look for that synergy, and you've got two powerful concepts, synchronize and supplement, to guide you. The only thing left to do is start exploring. So, what amazing combination will you discover first?